Hello and namaste. This is Neeraj here and welcome to my channel. In continuing with this series, if you remember, I had talked about silver in my video on 26th of June 2020. That silver, whether it is an investment or a speculative commodity. So I just wanted to give you update in this video. So that video also link will be there in the description box below, so one can look into that thing. So hello, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, you please request you to subscribe. If you like, you please put a like and share it with your maximum friend before I start the video. So in just to give you an update about the silver, was that we had come out with that video on 26th of June, and we had told about I had told that silver is more of a speculative commodity than the investment as compared to the gold. And now if you see this today's update is that silver has jumped 6.5%. So that speculation has started. So it has gone to this. The price has gone to 224 and a half. $25 per ounce. So just to give you an update about that, what is the outlook and what I see about this as a speculation. So generally, speculation activities hit the roof when the things on the economic and generally the GDP front become more uncertain. So this is one more proof that really the ground level situation or the economic situation of all over the world, it's really precarious, and the more this Fed, U.S. Fed, and that governors and the central banks of the world, particularly the U.S. Fed, is more pumping money and stimulus, and keeping the interest rate near to zero, or the speculation is that they will keep on doing whatever it requires so that economy as such doesn't sleep into the recession of depression. So they will keep on pumping more money, and that money is what nothing but it finds its way into this liquidity, into this speculative stock market. And that is the reason you see the stock market also continuing to go up, defying the gravity and defying all the odds of the reality of the economic situation. So it will in my opinion, or in my view, I think it's more of that, because that statement has today come that US Fed will is meeting tomorrow and after tomorrow to discuss about but the tone and tenor is that it will continue to support that liquidity and keep the interest rates at near zero term level. And that is the reason we see a dichotomy between the stock market and economy, and it will look like it will and continue to till the time certain earth-shaking event happens, like war between China and USA, or some kind of a real tense situation erupting into kind of war between China, USA, or between some other things or the second very strong wave of this so-called pandemic coronavirus happening and shutting down the activities which had started all over the world again. And so resumption of activity can be again be halted if that onslaught of the second wave of pandemic comes. So just to give you just I wanted to update, and that the speculation has started in silver, and I see that the next step for the silver price to go up is immediately is $35 per ounce. So it's a good $10 from the current level. And if it even this pandemic and the situation continues to be remaining bad, then you will see more speculative commodities will hit the roof, and we can see even silver touching that $50 it had touched in April 2011. So the speculation is on. So one can, if one wants to do speculative trading, it is on, and it is a clear sign that it will go $10 further from here, and then we will give an update regarding that. So the best way to play is to either you buy any silver stocks, basically the silver companies, and for those who can invest into India or Indian stock market or Indian viewers, is best is Hindustan Zinc to play silver, because it's in this kind of a economic stress time, it is more of a silver player than the zinc or lead mine, because it's silver is a byproduct of their main lead and zinc mine output. So whatever the silver comes, they don't have to incur much, spend money on that. They don't have to incur any cost, and whatever the silver is there, it is just directly to the bottom line, to the profit. So in the latest results of this June quarter, which came last week, it was 50/50, means that EBITDA or the operating profit to 50%, so around 500 crores, or what do you call as 5 billion rupees, came from silver sales, and 5 billion, approximately 5 billion similarly came from zinc and lead sales. So it was almost 50/50. So with this situation continuing to remain uncertain and economic front, I think more the silver speculation and more the prices goes up, and you will see this continue to do well. That's Hindustan Zinc. But in general case also, in last 3-4 years, it has around 30-35% of the profits come from the silver, and 60-65% come from zinc and lead. But this can change with the demand and the other commodity prices remaining not very high, but remaining subdued. But silver, with the speculation activities going up, silver as a speculative activity can go up to say $35 and also $45 per ounce. So that way the profitability of the Hindustan Zinc can also zoom off. So this is the best way to play Hindustan Zinc stocks, or any of the region, whichever the silver companies, silver producers or silver mining companies are there. This is the So I just wanted to give you an update on this, that yes, the speculation has started. This reaffirms our view that trouble is really there. Economic trouble is really more and more intense. But as you know, this all artificial injection and by this US Fed, and it will continue to inject liquidity into the system, and that liquidity will continue to play speculation with the commodities, speculation with the stock market, and that's why the stock market also, you see, and the stratospheric highs and all the stocks going up as if it is disconnected from the world. That's it from my side, and thanks for watching, and ciao from Neeraj from Moscow.